Hi there, I'm Carmen and welcome back to Align Pilates. We've got a special treat for you today. We are going to do what I would call an intermediate mat workout. So I suggest you watch it through one time and then you can join along with me. Remember, if anything that you do in your mat work doesn't feel right with your body, just leave it out. And with time, there'll be incremental change and you can come back to that exercise. All right, let's get started. Okay, start at the front of your mat. Make sure you have your bar ready beside you and begin in a tall standing posture. Place one arm on top of the other. You can place one foot in behind or in front. Keep that tall posture as you lengthen down to the mat. Finding that balance. Stretch out long on the mat and begin the hundreds. Pumping your arms vigorously. Bring your feet to about eye level and work the ribs down and back and lengthen the hips away. And breathe calmly and keep pumping vigorously. And once you hit 100, you come out of it and then you sit up. If you have a strap, you put it on your feet, grab your bar. Otherwise, if you're at home, just stretch back with your arms. Arms come up first, head follows, bending the rib cage. Reach for 1, 2, 3. Roll back down. Arms come up, head follows, shoulders down. Reach through the tailbone, through the heels for 3. Head first, arms back. 2 more. And just notice if you're using a strap, if it becomes loose, you've got to really press those heels down into the mat to lengthen the back over the legs. That means that you're not keeping your legs stable as much as you could. From here, we're going to go into the single leg circles or one leg circle. If you have poles and you can reach up to them to open the chest, you'll do that now. Bring the leg up, cross over your body, swing around and center. So what we're looking for is lots of length of that spine on the mat. 5 in one direction and then reverse. Now when you're first starting out, your circles might be smaller, and as you get more flexibility, you make them a little bigger. And switch legs. Now if you're a little taller or shorter and you can't do both, decide if you want to open your chest today or if you feel like your legs need more stability. That kind of decides how you use your strap and poles. And across and up, keeping the waist long. Reach up into the poles to open your chest. Reverse. And you'll do 5 and 5. We're going to transition now up into the rolling like a ball. So you come in, pull the knees in towards the chest. Feel that the low back creates some round shape. Pull your ribs in and then scoop deeply. Roll to the small of your back and up for 2, 3. Whoa, this is not my favorite exercise, but one I probably need. 4, 1 more, 5. From here, we're gonna go into the full stomach series. You're gonna pull deep twice with each leg.
reaching out from a strong center. That's 2. That's 3. And 4. And 5. Bring the knees in. Exhale deeply, catch your breath. Inhale long from a center, strong center. And 1, 2, 3, reach, 4, 5. Single straight leg. Pull, 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 pull. Keep the upper back rounding and the lower body reaching away from a strong center. That's 4, and this is 5. Legs up, hands behind the head, open your arms, reach away for 1, up, 2, up, 3, up, 4, up, reach out, and reach out to come up. Finish off with your crisscross for 1, 2, elbows wide, 3, keep it moving, 4, and 5, and coming up. Whew. Your body probably needs a nice stretch at this point. And catch your breath. Nice and tall, pull the ribs in and up and round for a spine stretch for 1. And lift, and 2, and up. And 3, reach out of the heels. Bending the crown of the head to the mat. And 1 more, here we go. Catch your breath. We're gonna add on your open leg rocker. Lift up, find that balance. Ribs pull in, open the chest. And roll again. Try to roll just to the small of your back. That's really tough for me. So I'm gonna do my best. And up. Find that balance. Trick here is to feel that your arms are pressing into your shins, and then the shins are pressing into the hands to bring your shoulders down. The other little tip is your tailbone is what's gonna place on the mat. So don't tip into a tilt. Scoop back. Last one. We're going to transition into corkscrew. Bring your legs together. I'm going to use my poles behind me because I love how it feels to open my chest. Otherwise, bring your arms beside you. We're going to corkscrew the legs around in one direction. Center. Deepen your ribs. 2, 3, 4, 5. Sit up tall, open your legs for the saw. Arms are really reaching out, radiating from your body. Twist, reach one arm one direction, other arm the other direction. Exhale for 3 breaths to help deepen the spine through the twist and the round. I'm starting to get warm. It's hard to teach, record, and do at once. I wouldn't recommend it. We got one more here. Reach out equally through the heels so that your bum cheeks remain equal and down. And you lift up from there. All right, in one fluid movement, turn onto your stomach, lower down with control. Again, if you're practicing on a classical mat, you use your poles, and you bring your shoulders to the edge of the mat. We're gonna do a basic swan lift to really get that upper back to know what it's doing. Sometimes I'll test, I'll move my hands away to see if in fact I'm in my upper back. You want your knees to relax a little more on the mat and the feet stay down, the ribs pull up. So you can do that 3 times. There's no magic number. I just want you to feel how your upper back works. And then if you feel inclined, you can move it into a little rock. So reach out, catch, and lower down. You can build on that if you want, which is kind of making it more advanced. It's a dive. And then round your back to counter stretch. Come into that lengthened upper back, and the low back is lengthening. So you have a strong center, and the top of the crown is reaching out, and the heels are reaching away. My arms are really engaging in the mat. Shoulders are going to be open, chest is open. Kick for 1, 2, kick for 1, 2. Knees are tight together, and the kick is pulse, release, deepen it, okay? So make that specific, and the hamstring is getting that workout of contracting. Head to one side. Sorry, you might lose me on my microphone. We'll try it, see how it sounds. Bring your hands up. Let the elbows fall down for a stretch. Kick 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Feet go into the mat to support. Upper back is lifted from the arms. And come back, switch your head to the other side. 1, 2, 3, and lift. Think about length instead of overarching the low back. This one's taken me many years to just kind of figure out what I'm doing. Lengthen the legs, and down you come. Round your back. Now I add this one in, this is called the thigh stretch. So put this one in your program. It's really awesome for a full body stretch and full body working out. I have a weighted bar. I prefer it up here because I have this idea that I need to close down my chest, so the weighted bar keeps me working that. So if you don't have a bar and you're practicing this at home, options are place your hands behind your head and keep with your head for that resistance. Why do I like this exercise? Because it tells my body about the one that's coming next, which is the neck pull. So I'm really just setting up for what's coming next. Turn over for the neck pull. Legs are apart for the neck pull. I want you to just not get overwhelmed with this. Think about your thigh stretch arms, and think about just doing a roll up without the help of those arms. So shoulder blades down, around your ribs. Keep your tailbone where it is, round over, sit tall, scoop back. Now I'm really tight in my low back, today especially. It's not always like this. So I am bending my knees a bit so that I don't make it about my legs, rather my ribs, and I can bend over that low back. And then sit tall. Curling back, stretching, and then here I'm going to give it a pull. So I decompress, I give traction on that upper neck spine. Tailbone remains, over, up. Press your heels down in the mat, and this is not easy to practice without a strap. Actually, I find it entirely impossible. So good luck at home. Take your feet out of the strap. Moving on to this spine twist. Sit up tall again. I feel pretty tight today, so I'm gonna just get my knees to bend here, pull that tummy in and up, and I'm going to reach my arms across the room, pull the ribs in, and someone's pulling me straight up like so, and I'm gonna twist, deeper, deeper, return. So go ahead and give that a try. Great, okay. Roll onto your side. We're gonna do our Sidekick series now. So in this more intermediate, we've sort of left out all our inversions, all our rollovers, jackknife, etc. So we'll leave that for the advanced work. You're gonna kick forward and back. And in Joe's work, in his book, he writes, kick as far as you can, release, kick further. Keep the pelvis steady, keep the torso long, and that means you may have to make your leg kicks a little smaller, okay? So the center has got to be very still, and up and heel down. So this is called the up down. So if any of these exercises don't look familiar, I suggest you go back into our resources and have a look at all the individual exercises. We've sort of made a nice catalog of resource for you. So reach your leg back behind you for the small circles, very small, reaching out of your hip, reverse. These small circles comes from the work studying with Jay Grimes, and then he taught us the big circles. There are lots of other variations that have come out of other teachers. So you just do what you're working on and what feels good in your body. I love these big circles. Really challenges me to keep my body still. I'm going to have my back to you. We're going to turn on our other side. We're going to pick that leg up. And I want to focus this time on the foot that's on my satellite boxes, my moon boxes. For me, I need to press my heel down into the box to feel my bottom leg and thigh and butt muscles working, okay? So play around with how you stand on that bottom foot. And up, down. Up, a little further, heel reaches down. Sort of make a big deal out of reaching out through that heel. And up, further, heel down. Take the leg, bring it to the back, kind of where you were in the front back kicks, and begin your small circles here. Again, I'm thinking about that bottom foot, standing on that foot to get more length up through the crown of my head. Whew, I'm sweating. Big circle. This leg of mine is the one that likes to clunk a little. So I really have to find a long torso, and I don't overuse my knee. So I have to kind of give it a little softness to the knee. So I'm really working on that thigh bone, moving in the hip socket, which is very difficult for me. All right, moving on. In this intermediate, we're gonna work teaser 1 and teaser 2. Teaser 1 has us coming up into our teaser position, which is very similar to open leg rocker. Lift the arms, which lifts the chest, which pulls the tummy back. Keep the legs. Roll up. Think about doing a roll up. Lift up out of your waist and down for 2. Lift up. Tailbone stays where it is. Get taller to lengthen out of your waist. The idea is not to fall. Teaser 2, leg lowers. Really keep that pelvis steady. Try to stay up out of that low back, which is very difficult for me. And everything goes down. Stretch long. In one fluid motion, lay down on your stomach for swimming. Okay, reach out. Long in the arms, long in the legs. The whole body is lengthening to float up. And then we alternate swimming. Shoulders down, tailbone long. Pull the belly button up a bit so you're not in your low back. And counter stretch here, round your back. Whew, okay. Face the camera now. And we're gonna go into our kneeling side kicks. Place one hand into, if you have the flexibility in your arm, it's kind of that shaving arms that we do in the studio. Goes down into this musculature here to press it down as you pull the elbow back and you pull the blade away, arm out to the side. Tip over and reach the leg away. So you find this really stable side kneeling position. Circles, 1, 2, 3. Reverse, 1, 2, 3. Now I only did 3. If you want to build up to 5, go for it. Lift up tall, ribs in, reach. Bottom leg, really use your glutes, your thigh muscles to push the hips forward. Pull the ribs back for 1, 2, shoulders down, 3. The arm that's on the mat is going to have a softness to the elbow. 2, 3, and come back. Great. Go on to your boomerang, okay? From here, the legs extend out in front of you. You're going to roll over, cross your ankles, and come back. Find that teaser. Reach the arms up and back. You're keeping the teaser position. Lifting. One more time. Great. Come into the seal. Bring the legs in. 1, 2, 3. Small of your back. Lift your bum. Bring it back. Woo! Put the brakes on. 2. Clap back here. Up. Make sure the clap comes from the muscles that are in the legs. Oh, come on, Carmen. Up. Whew. There's a blooper. And back. And now this time, cross your ankles and stand up tall. Turn your body around for the push-up. All right. Whew. Catch your breath. Reach across the room. Now I slightly bend my knees because I like to work the length down instead of pushing my bum back. So I haven't quite the flexibility yet to go down with straight legs and keep my butt where it should be. From here, think about your elephant. Ribs in and up as you walk out to 4. Oh, that's a little far. Good, so play around with that. Pull the ribs in. Now, the head, the shoulders, the bum, the heels, everything is in that one plane. So nothing dips down or goes ahead. Pull back those ribs. Here's where I like to bend the knees a little and pull up through my center as my legs work down in opposition. Reach across the room to stand tall. Now circle your arms, open your chest if you got a little closed down, and round down. And out. And 3. Again, elbows go back as the chest opens. So maybe it's not too deep. And then round back. Now place your heels down as fast as you can. Deepen. Use your mat. It's there to help you. Press up. Oh, I'm starting to whisper. Must mean I'm tired. Come around. Last one, and we're almost done. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hips are steady. Reach the elbows back as the chest opens. Belly pulls in and up. One more. And round. And pull it back. Again, find your feet. Press down through the lower half of your body so the center is strong. To sit the torso up. and around. Whoa, I feel great. Hope that was good for you. If you have any questions about any of the exercise, feel free to leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit like if you like this video, and we'll see you next time.